Ultimately, I want to talk about family. Three key decisions that you can start making right now, today, that will assist you in living an empowered life. That is our goal, to be in a state of empowerment, to move with power and conviction towards the vision that you have for your life so you can achieve your goals, live out your dreams, and like Colleen mentioned, become the best version of yourself. Now, to begin the conversation, family, I have committed my entire life towards helping and assisting and guiding leaders like you in living an empowered life, being empowered as individuals, which ultimately, the way I look at it is us evolving in ways where we are independent thinkers that are self reliant, self motivated, purpose driven, and positive contributing members within our communities, our society, and the world at large. That's our goal, right? To be able to show up, utilizing our gifts and our talents and making a difference, not just in our own personal life, not just in our own personal circle, but most importantly, in the world around us. Us stepping into our calling, us leading and living a life that is purpose driven and making a difference, making each and every single day count because we're providing value to those that we come in contact with. That's our goal. That's our mission, to live an empowered life. Now, as I've broken this down and really began to train individuals on this particular process, and as I've applied certain principles in my personal life, I've learned to understand that this process, like the spark that initiates this process, is boiled down to one simple thing. And that simple thing is this, family. It's a decision. It's a decision. Everybody comment below. Decision. Decision. Ultimately, the theme of today's conversation is this. I want us to understand, no matter what it looks like, no matter what you're currently experiencing, no matter what your current conditions are, you are always one decision away from transforming your entire life. No matter what people have said about you, no matter how many times you have failed or made mistakes, no matter what your past looks like, you are always one decision away from transforming your entire life. No matter your current environment, no matter the conditions that you find yourself in, right? No matter the odds that have been stacked against you, you are always one decision away from transforming your entire life. And it's this topic of making decisions, family, that I believe it's so very important for us to get a grip on, to focus on, to be mindful of, in order for us to live an empowered life. As you guys are commenting below decisions, in fact, comment below this number, 35,000. 35,000. D1, what does that mean? Mia, I'm so glad you asked that question, sis. As you're commenting below 35,000, that's the number that is estimated as it relates to the number of decisions that we make every single day. On average, any given day, we each make around 35,000 decisions. Some may be more, some may be less, but on average, 35,000 decisions. Think about that. Even up until this point right now, at the time of this recording, for those that are watching this on the replay, it's 10:29 Eastern Standard Time. Let's say it's 11 o'clock. You've already made thousands of decisions, from what time you're going to wake up, what you did with your morning routine, what clothes you were going to wear, what you were going to consume and what you were going to eat, what you were going to watch, what you were going to do with your time, right? What news channel you were going to watch, what social media platform you were going to utilize, right? Who you were going to follow, what you were allowing to entertain you, whether you watched ESPN to get the highlights of the sports over the weekend, or you got onto the latest gossip site, right? Or you were listening to a certain song, or you were listening to a certain Pandora mix, right? There's so many decisions that we make in any given day. We're constantly making decisions. Many of these decisions are consciously, right? Where we consciously are deciding what we're going to do. But here's the challenge. There's so many decisions that we make that are subconscious, that go below our awareness, or maybe even above our awareness, where we're not even truly comprehending why we do certain things. And this is where I believe so many people miss out on living that empowered life that we described earlier, because they allow their emotions to make their decisions for them. Right? You find yourself in a situation where you're feeling some type of way, you're discouraged, you're disappointed, and before you know it, your emotions overpower your intelligence, and you stop pursuing the thing that really matters to you. Maybe some people allow their past to dictate their decisions and the choices that they make in any given circumstance. You look at the mistakes that you've made and the failures that you have experienced, right? So you're quick to shut down opportunities, and you don't raise your hand for new possibilities because you're living in the past. Or in some cases, you allow certain things that have happened, right, that have rubbed you the wrong way and created limiting beliefs to dictate how you show up. So you never visualize possibilities. You don't see yourself in a greater light. You always see yourself stuck in the situation that you're in. And in many cases, many people are operating with the mindset where they believe that their history is their destiny. But what I'm saying in this conversation is this, family: your greatest power is your ability to choose. The capacity that you have to make a decision. That is your greatest power. To have a say in the direction of your life. To determine who you're going to be and where you're going to go and the things that you will do. To decide what you're going to focus on, what's going to entertain you, and what you're going to do with your time, where you're going to direct your attention. Because keep in mind, where your focus goes, your energy flows. What's entertaining you is training you. Where you direct your attention will ultimately shape the life that you experience. So it's very important, family, that we are mindful of these daily decisions that we are making. So D1, as you've talked about the decisions and how they play a pivotal role in our day-to-day life, what are those 3 key decisions that we can make that will help us live an empowered life? I'm so glad you guys asked this question, man. We're on the same page this morning, family. Ultimately, here's 3 key decisions that I make every single day that help me stay aligned with where I want to be, the goals I want to accomplish, and the life that I'm aiming to create. Very simple, but we have to be intentional about making these daily decisions, because keep in mind, like I mentioned earlier, if you don't make the decision, life will make the decision for you. Your past will make the decision for you. Your circumstances, your emotional state will make that decision for you. But we as individuals that are aiming to, again, be purpose-driven, independent thinkers that are self-reliant, self-motivated, and positive contributing members in the world in which we live, we've got to take a stand and make the decision that we are going to do what keeps us in alignment with where we're aiming to be. So 3 key decisions, very simple. Number 1 is this: decide who you're going to be. Comment below. Decide who you're going to be. Number 2, decide how you're going to feel. And then number 3, decide what you are going to do to support your goals. Let me say that again in case we missed it. Every morning when you wake up, make the conscious decision. Decide who you're going to be. Decide how you're going to feel. And decide what you will do to support the goals that you have for your life. To briefly highlight these, make the decision as to who you are going to be. Because if you don't decide who you're going to be, you'll allow your environment to make that decision for you. You allow your past to make that decision for you. You may even allow other people around you to make that decision for you. And you'll find yourself in a position where you're uncomfortable because you're not being your authentic self. You're not being who you truly aim to be. Or in some cases, you're not attracting the success that you envision, that you desire, because you're being something that you're not. You ultimately have to make the executive decision. This is who I'm going to be. I'm more than a conqueror. I'm a success warrior. I'm an entrepreneurial soldier. I'm going to break the generational cycles. I'm going to move my family forward. I'm going to change the trajectory of my life. I'm going to be a leader. I'm going to be empowered. You make the decision. You're setting the intention. And intention is nothing more than direction. You're determining this is where we're going to go. Then the next decision that you can make is how you are going to feel. I'm going to feel empowered today. I'm going to be confident today. I'm going to be determined today. So when you come face to face with fear, you don't react to the situation. Instead, you place mind over matter and you lead with courage, right? When you're face to face with self-doubt, or maybe it's imposter syndrome, when you set the intention, this is how I'm going to feel today, I'm going to be confident. When you step into the job interview, you get the job did because you set the intention, this is what I'm determined to feel today. Now, don't get me wrong. There's going to be times when you're thrown off. There's going to be times when it seems overwhelming and times when things get stressful. But in those moments, because you have established the intention, that's your compass. And you recenter yourself in those moments and you say, hold on, D1, you told yourself today we're going to be confident. Hold on, today you told yourself you're going to be courageous. Why are you stuck in your comfort zone? Hold on, D1, you told yourself you're going to be determined. Just because they told you no doesn't mean it's over. You find your yes. You determine how you are going to feel. Then the third one, family, and we'll wrap it up and take it home. You make the conscious decision as to what you are going to do to support your vision, your purpose, and your goals. Most people live their days by default and not by design. Man, I wish we had time to break it down, family. Most people are wishing for it instead of working for it. Most people hope things could be better rather than deciding that things will be better and initiating that process from within, because the change in our life starts with a change within us. Most people are anxious to change their situations but unwilling to change themselves. But by you making the conscious decision, I'm going to take a step towards where I aim to be. There's something I'm going to do, whatever that task may be. Whether I'm going to learn a new skill, I'm going to acquire some knowledge, I'm going to take a step in that direction, I'm going to connect with the right person, I'm going to raise my hand for opportunities, I'm going to provide some level of value so I can move closer towards where I want to be in the life that I aim to experience. This will position you for greater opportunities and help you lead an empowered life. Because family, keep in mind, it's what you do today that's determining who you become. And who you become will always dictate the quality and the overall direction of your life. I think that's worth repeating, family. It's what you do today that's determining who you become. And who you become will always determine and dictate the quality and the overall direction of your life. You want to improve the quality of your life? You want to change the trajectory of your life? Reverse engineer that entire process and begin with what you do today. You see where you want to be and you ask yourself, what steps can I take to get there? Instead of just hoping for it and wishing for it and praying for it, you work for it. You put yourself in the best possible position to achieve the goal. We've said a lot during this conversation and during this broadcast, but if you don't get anything else out of what we've talked about, remember those 3 key decisions that you can make starting right now that will help you lead and live an empowered life is decide who you're going to be. It's non-negotiable. I'm not compromising with fears. I'm not negotiating with my past nor my doubts. I'm standing on business. That's something I tell my sons, right? I say, stand on business. When I drop them off at school, I say, stand on business. That's your vision. This is your goal. This is your life. Have a say in the direction that you're taking it. This is who I'm going to be. And then the second decision, this is how I'm going to feel by any means necessary. I'm going to find the value in the experience. I'm going to profit from misfortune. I'm going to put a smile on my face even though it's raining around me. I'm going to figure out how I'm going to rise above the circumstance and jump over this hurdle and this obstacle. But one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to stay true to how I'm aiming to feel. If you want to be confident, make that decision. If you want to be bold and courageous, make that decision. If you want to be joyful and passionate, make that decision. And don't allow your circumstances, nor your environment, nor even the trauma from your past to dictate how you feel today. You make the conscious decision. This is what I'm going to represent. This is the emotional state that I'm going to be in. And you align yourself with your vision, your purpose, and your goals by asking the third question. What will I do that's going to help support where I'm aiming to go? What will I do that will shorten the distance between where I am now and where I aim to be in life? And family, If we can make these 3 key decisions every single day, imagine what your life would look like 6 months from now. Imagine where you can go a year from now. Imagine how your life will be different 2 years from now. If you take control of how you show up, how you feel, and the decisions that you make as it relates to your goals and your dreams, and you start commanding your day, imagine the positive changes that you can begin to create in your life. That's how we lead and live an empowered life. If you slid into this broadcast and I was unable to give you a shout out, family, comment below. If I missed your comment below again. This is your first time or your very first time in a long time, you too can comment. Put a number 1 in the chat and then place your first name afterward. Again, number 1 in the chat and then place your first name afterward. Alicia is in the building, my Chicago getter. Hope all is well with your sis. One of the original dream catchers, going all the way back to the Periscope days. Glad to have you tapped in live. If you found value in this conversation, put some fist up in the comments below. Let your boy know you are picking up what I was putting down during today's session. Again, I'm hoping somebody somewhere found some value. Make that decision to do it anyway, despite any challenges. For sure. Blessings to you as well, Alicia. Hope all is well with you and the fam. I see the fist coming up in the chat. Family, real quick, do this if you would please. Do your boy D1 a quick favor to help spread the inspiration, to share the insights and the knowledge. Share this out with the people that you care about. If you're watching this on Facebook, tag somebody in the chat if you will please. Share this with your entire network. If you're watching this on LinkedIn, share this out with your professional network. For those watching this on X, we can't see you in the chat, but you can still retweet this broadcast, and I would truly appreciate it. And for everybody watching this on YouTube, shout out to everybody watching this in YouTube land, by the way. Be sure to hit that like button. It goes a long way in the algorithm. It will signal to the algorithm, that somebody needs to hear this message. Somebody that's related to personal growth, personal development, self-improvement. They need to chime into this session. So please hit that like button and then share the link out with at least 2 people that you know. Send them the link. You can DM it to them, text it to them, email it to them. By any means necessary, get this message to them so they can too benefit from this broadcast. I'm trying to read and talk at the same time. I see the fist coming up. There we go. Excellent. Again, please share this out with the people that you care about. Also, if we have yet to connect on other social media platforms, what are we waiting for? Connect with your boy at @1 Gibson on Instagram, Facebook. That's X, formerly known as Twitter. And also youtube.com/David Gibson. That's where all of my long form content is available. So be sure to tap in. Visit the website also, elevationisAmust.com. That's where all of my information on my speaking services and coaching services are available. Also, check out the online shop for books that you can purchase, books that you can download, and resources that will help you level up your mindset, develop some success practices, and ultimately become the best version of yourself. So be sure to tap in and connect. Also, if you guys have yet to connect on my growth newsletter that I send out weekly, be sure to tap in on the website as well. That's at elevationisAmust.com. Appreciate that, Alicia, for putting that up on the screen. With that being said, let's wrap this thing up, family. It's Monday. You got dreams to catch and success to create. So each and every single one of us got to get busy being great. Again, I'm hoping that you found value in this discussion. Now, please keep in mind, if you're aiming to transform your life, what we just discussed isn't enough, right? I provided the information and the inspiration. It's up to you to provide the application. Information and application leads to transformation. So, with that being said, apply what we discussed to your life. If you don't apply it, it's nothing different than a book sitting on the shelf. It's full of knowledge and information, but it's powerless, right? Knowledge is power when we apply it. So I'm aiming to encourage you and suggesting that apply something that we discussed during today's conversation. Start your day off making those 3 key decisions. Try it for a week to see how it sets the tone for your day and sets you up for success. I promise you it'll be a game changer. That's what's going to lead to your personal transformation. Now, as we wrap up this conversation and this broadcast, if you find yourself in a difficult situation or a challenging experience, just keep in mind that this too shall pass. So like I mentioned earlier, don't you make a permanent decision that's based upon a temporary circumstance. No, keep your vision alive. Stay true to your goals and your dreams. Align yourself with the life that you're aiming to experience and keep persisting until you succeed. Because if you give up, if you quit, it's a guarantee that you'll never get there. But if you keep pushing, if you keep pressing, if you keep going, eventually you'll find your way to the success that's destined for you. So keep pushing and keep pressing, family. And if nobody else tells you that they love you, remember, your brother from another mother, D1 Gibson, has nothing but love for each and every single one of you. With all of that being said, family, have a remarkable Monday. Have an extraordinary week. We'll be back at it next week, next Monday, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Invite a friend, family member, coworker, a pet, cat, dog, turtle, rabbit, whatever the case may be. They need the inspiration as well. Have them chime in for sure. But nonetheless, in all seriousness, family, have a phenomenal week. I'll catch you all next week. Until then, be effective, be successful, live with some passion, and most importantly, 3 pounds to your chest. 1, 2, 3. Be powerful. Have a great one.
I can see my shot is here, so now I'm gonna take it. Gotta get up, get out, time to stand up, get loud, time to rise up off the floor. And I'm stronger than ever now, can't hold me down no more. I'm waking up, 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 I'm waking up. So I'ma do it right now, yeah, I'ma do it right now.